is being popped, and Tiny is just not ready to go in. I think needs to go in soon. Tiny thinking about it, but by now the salve has taken effect, and Tiny, the window of opportunity is gone. He's going to have to wait for another opportunity, but that was as good an opportunity as any, as the fissure power shot hit spot on, but he didn't take advantage of it. Meanwhile, Venomancer is getting farm, as well as a push going at mid, as we see this Tier 1 tower slowly starting to take some damage. And here we go. In comes Tiny, wants his Rasta, as Rasta doing all he can. The stun goes down. Tiny has his combo, trying to go on Vengeful Spirit, but in the end doesn't get either hero. He definitely could have killed this Rasta, but he didn't do it. Mineski's Jay gets completely outplayed. What are you doing, Jay? That was some of the worst play I've seen Mineski do all tournament long. They've played so well all day long. They've also been playing for about 10 hours straight, switching between Dota 1 and Dota 2. Mineski have had a long day, so you can excuse him, but that there was definitely not something you'd normally see coming out of the Mineski team, and that could be costly for them. Mid lane Venomancer still just farming a bit, as bottom lane Mineski do pick up another kill. Once again, Clockwork going down. It's the Shadow Demon Slardar combo that Mineski have used quite a bit in the tournament. That is really, it's sort of their bread and butter. It's proven to be their bread and butter. It's when if they're in their natural zone, when they have Shadow Demon and Slardar. The problem is, much like against Mith.trust, their Shadow Demon and Slardar is doing really well, but they're losing their other lanes. Tiny at mid, dying at top was absolutely a horrible result, not to mention Jules at top, giving up that first blood. And right now, this game is very much in the balance, though, as both teams with 2 kills each. Slardar and Shadow Demon picking up a couple at bottom, and then the kill on Tiny, as well as the kill on Windrunner, making it a 2-for-2 trade. The problem is, for Mineski, is that StarsBoba, once they get up all their core items, if they can get their aura items, much like last game, they're just going to go push, push, push. And Lycan in jungle has not been touched once at all this game. And we do see Rasta getting up quite a bit of farm, has hit level 6, and that's going to mean he may be looking to push, but the problem is ES and Windrunner have this spamming capabilities. Windrunner can keep spamming, doesn't have to worry about HP and mana because he is bottle crowing. You see this crow flying out? Well, that's his bottle. And he has a magic wand recipe as well. This time Rasta getting caught very, very low. Rasta does not have the fortune of being able to bottle crow, much like the opposing Windrunner does, and that means Rasta is going to have to bring a salve or some tangos, or possibly the crow himself to do some bottle crowing of his own. But right now, Rasta is low HP at top lane, does have the level 6, and one fissure power shot could see Rasta in a lot of trouble here, and ES is positioned for it. Is it going to come? He's thinking about, oh, power shot hits, there's a fissure, is it going to be on the right side? No, it's not. Needs a shackle shot, one right click is not going to be enough. Is there going to be another power shot? Shadow Shaman needs to get back as fast as possible. ES needs one right click, there's a shackle, he's going to go down. Shadow Shaman does not stand a chance here. One right click does come, but Lycan has come in now, and big fissure, a much needed fissure, blocks him, and the Centaur. What team are you on, Centaur? You're meant to be a neutral, but proving to be a Sentinel. Creep apparently, and there was nothing neutral about that stun. Stunning the Lycan, but not the Earthshaker. If it stunned Earthshaker, maybe Lycan could have continued on and gotten that kill. But we will see Slardar at bottom once again. Clockwork, I mean, they switched the Venomancer to mid and bring Clockwork bottom, but Clockwork, he just can't lane bottom, much like Venomancer couldn't. Clockwork can't either. But Venomancer at mid is doing a lot of damage. Damage that Clockwork can't do. Clockwork cannot push this mid lane, but Venomancer can, and he is proving to do that very, very well. But once again, Clockwork goes down his bottom. Shadow Shaman comes in. He's been purged, though. He's going to go down here by the looks of it. Tries to walk back to his wards, but a double kill from Mineski as Shadow Demon and Lycan continue their dominance, get Mineski a 5-2 kill lead. But mid lane, VS Venom are going to get able to get this tier 1 tower, but Tiny Invis. Does he have mana? It doesn't look like he does, but may we just go on this Venomancer. He does have mana. 5 more mana, all he needs for his combo, but not going to even need the combo. One toss is all he needs. Uses the bottle up, and Venomancer just going to sit there, keep on pushing, saying, whoop, you're dead. Nothing I can do about that. And Tiny going to come back in, get slowed. Venomancer does have mana for an ultimate if he uses his magic stick. May decide to do so, but not going to matter because Jay just says, who do you think you are? You cannot take me in a 1v1. Hits a perfect stun, toss, combo, and down goes the Venomancer, and this game is looking to be similar to last game where Mith.trust got very far ahead in terms of kills as well as farm early on. Although I can't say they're that ahead on farm here because Lycan is looking pretty damn farmed. He hasn't really been touched. It looks like he's got his Vlads up. He has got that Vlads up. So last game, Mith.trust versus StarsBoba. Mith.trust were ahead in terms of farm as well as hero kills, but StarsBoba just pushed mid as 5 and took racks like 20 minutes into the game. And then they took another axe 25 minutes in, and it was just scary stuff. And that's what, if StarsBoba if they fall behind too far, that's what they're going to do. They're going to group up and play this pushing style of Dota. As we see Jay pick up another kill. He's gone for phase boots instead of arcane boots, but that's giving him that added movement speed as well as just mobility because he can phase through creeps, and that is getting him kill after kill as Jay is now 3-1, redeeming himself for that terrible play at top lane where he did die earlier on. And missed a kill, but now we see Windrunner in a bit of trouble here. There we see need a couple more right clicks. Is it going to come? I don't think so. The shackle shot prevented Rasta from actually getting the shackle off, and he needed that. He needed that shackle, and the shackle shot stopped the shackle. Try saying that 10 times fast, guys. As Venomancer at bottom is getting closer and closer to his mech, trying to just keep pushing tower after tower. Venomancer going to pop that ultimate, misses the Venomous Gale, will go down very, very quickly. Is amped. And those Plague Wards are not going to do a whole lot apart from provide a little wall. They don't actually do a huge amount of damage. They are piercing damage. And top lane, though, this is what StarsBoba do well. They trade towers. If they have one hero pushing bottom and 3 or 4 pushing top, if they gank the hero alone at bottom, well, guess what? These heroes will take this top tower. And I sure hope they do that. It looks like Shadow Shaman does have the ultimate. We could see the Serpent Wards being dropped, but similarly, they could just right-click it with the Lycan Wolves, but no, they are going to just put the Serpent Wards down. It turns out they do need it. The Fissure, the Power Shot is a lot to counter pushes with, and Lycan actually forced to tank this tower a bit, which is not what he wants to be doing at this point. And VS in trouble. Tower hits. VS going to go down. StarsBoba's Archie, huge mistake there, and Windrunner trying to stay alive. Bottles up and Lycan unable to finish him off. Windrunner actually going to come back, look for a power shot, and Lycan getting very, very low. Great play there from Mineski as barely surviving the Windrun, saving the Windrunner from the Lycan. One right click actually missed, and then the rest was history as Mineski do lose a tower, but they come out on top of that exchange in my eyes. And Venomancer at bot is doing all he can to push a Shadow Demon. Vengeful Spirit find themselves in a bit of a clash here. Slider is going to come in with the help of Earthshaker. A big Fissure will hit both of them. Great placement on the Fissure. Vengeful Spirit will go down. 2 more kills to Mineski as Clockwork finds himself in a bit of trouble here, and StarsBoba are finding themselves in a do-or-die position. If Mineski win this game, it is game over. The Grand Finals will go to Mineski, and right now with a 13-2 kill lead, that could just well happen. And this is going to be StarsBoba in a similar position to last game where they fall behind and they are going to have to dig deep and come up with some crazy pushing of their own. And they can't really do that till they get their items up. They need to get that mech up. They also last game had a pipe. That pipe on Syllabear proved to be so useful. This game, who do you see getting a pipe? I mean, Lycan could get a pipe, but it's not really an item you normally expect to see on a Lycan. Lycan would want to get a BKB this game. So definitely going to be interesting to see how StarsBoba try to deal with this lineup that we are seeing here and who gets what items. We do see Mech getting very, very close to being completed on Venomancer, but he's been close for a while. And it's Rasta who's in trouble now. The stuns, the power shot. Jay picks up another kill. 4-1 on him. And Jules, 0 kills, 1 death, but I imagine there's quite a few assists there as he has 3 assists. And despite giving away that first blood, Mineski in great position here will get this top tier 1 tower. And quick look at the farm, the CS, we see 10 CS on ES, not too much to mention there, 59 on Tiny, 44 on Jules, and 52 on Slider. So all of them hovering around the 45 to 60 mark. On the Scourge team, you've got only 2 heroes with much farm. We've got the Venomancer and the Venomancer and Rasta. I heard a hookshot somewhere. It's actually not actually hitting, I don't think. ES in a bit of trouble here as these Lycan Wolves aren't going to actually latch onto anything, but bottom lane, Venomancer goes down again to the Slider. This combo, Slider plus Shadow Demon, Mineski just using it again and again. Lycan does manage to pick up the ES, and he's going to find a couple more by the looks of it. He does get banished, so that is going to slow down his chase. Clockwork finds the Slider, and Lycan wants his Shadow Demon, needs a couple more hits. Can he get it? He gets purged. The Lycan Wolves should finish him off, and this is StarsBoba fighting back, digging deep, finding some answers, and getting a few kills here as they end the mega kill of Owa. They end the dominating streak of RR. That was a 10 unanswered kills at bottom. Slider, who was Slada had 5 kills. Oh, sorry, not 10. 9 unanswered kills. Slada has 5 kills. Shadow Demon had 4 kills, and neither of them had died. So there was a 9-0 kill lead just at bottom lane for Mineski, but finally they end those streaks, and that's some nice gold going in StarsBoba's favor, and that could help them get back in this game, especially with this Tier 1 tower as well. And I don't think they're going to let Jules take this Tier 2 top tower. They should TP back to defend this, but they're going to need to do that soon. Lycan has a TP, and we will see some rockets or something being spammed, but Tiny. Every time this Tiny seems to have an invis rune, he's always just lurking. I've seen this Tiny invis at least 3 times, maybe even more, and this is going to be worried as, oh wow, look at this, almost gets a double kill, gets one there, but VS is going to be the next to go down, does go down, Jay goes down, Archie goes down. I thought he should have just ran away there. ES is in a bit of trouble there. Clockwork Rocket will finish him off. Slada now on the chase, has sprint on, is going to try to take out this Clockwork possibly, but Clockwork has the support of the Lycan there. Some lag coming in. Oh my gosh, guys. Big spike indeed, as Jay picks up a triple kill. And holy crap, guys, that was a bad. I thought I'd actually disconnected from the game for a second there and was starting to panic as Lycan escaping. Red HP, 100 HP, toss! Holy crap! Jay gets the toss, ultra kill for Jay, and Mineski absolutely playing some fantastic aggressive Dota, and he has got a rampage at 15 minutes into the game. How do you do this, Jay? And that screen capture, that is me screenshotting that for later use, as Jay has just absolutely team wiped at 15 minutes into the game. Jay is on fire. Mineski proving that they are one of the teams to beat, one of the best teams in the world at the moment, and at least in terms of Dota 1, and Yuna is just saying, ASD, what else can you say? They are just not having this game go as well as they would like. We do see a mech being picked up by Jules, and oh, I am lost for words at the moment now, as StarsBoba are going to have to really start finding some answers, but they're under-leveled, they're getting under-farmed. Last game they stood a chance because they had those auras, they had a Syllabear as a big tank. Lycan cannot do the same thing as a Syllabear in terms of tanking. He can do more damage output, but he can't tank as much as a Syllabear. And last game that Syllabear with Pipe, as well as just huge HP, was crucial here, as we see Jay getting a bit caught out of position, four-stuffs himself out and does end up getting hooked here, as he will go down. Slada comes in, godlike streak of Jay ends, and that is going to be costly, giving Bachu, that's the Clockwork, a fair bit of gold, and not quite what they would have hoped for, as Slada may want some more. He's running in, thinking about running in at least. Actually gets mounted up, and another lag spike coming out. Come on, guys, stop the lag spikes, as we see Oa gets a kill on Archie, and Lycan in the middle of it doesn't have ultimate form, will go down very, very quickly. Slada going to survive on red HP. Venomancer does pop off the ultimate. RR has 2. Can he get any more? He's in the middle, though. He will go down without getting any more kills, but Slada will finish off the Clockwork. Windrunner Slada going to try to chase down this Venomancer now, and he could be in a lot of trouble, especially if ES can hit this fissure. He's going to be trying to get it up this ramp. Can he get it? Spikes are just non-stop. What is going on? As there we go, 315 ping, not too bad actually. Normally I've seen higher this tournament, and we do see another kill falling. Guys, for those of you saying why is it so laggy, it is not so much the stream that's lagging, it's the game client itself that's laggy. Basically I'm lagging to the game. I'm not actually lagging on the stream. Itself should not be lagging. But we're going to see Mineski take a Tier 1 mid tower at this rate, as they pick up a big kill lead. They're now up 25 kills to 8, and if they win this game, that is the end of the road here for StarsBoba. They're going to walk away with just a mere second place. I say that as if it's something not to be proud of. When you're up against teams such as Orange and MYM and Mith.trust, it is a fantastic result. But here, this is the only game that matters right now, as Mineski versus StarsBoba. This game is still far from over. And Ventral Spirit, as well as the Rasta and Clockwork, they're looking to maybe make something happen. They may have to smoke to find those kills, as you see. Wow, there you guys can have a little bit of a look at the pings. 200 to 270 MS even on Yuna. So StarsBoba are lagging quite badly here. 40 to 50 MS for Mineski. So not the best pings all around, as we do see a toss in. And Tiny has gone flying in. Slada is the one who gets caught in the shackle, though. He's going to be in a bit of trouble. Gets forced out. Nice little force stuff. The disruption comes as well. And Tiny, once again, has an invis rune. this Tiny seems to be permanently invis, and Lycan is going to go look for some kills. He gets shackled though and finds himself in a bit of trouble. Yes, ultimate huge fight here. Mineski, 1, 2, 3, 4, gonna make it 5. Lycan will go down. 1 or 2 more right clicks. No, they're not gonna do it. Can they get a toss? Yes! Once again, Jay for the second time in this match has found a huge range toss and picks up another kill. I cannot believe this, as GG is being called from StarsBoba. Great game there. Mineski are your champions for this first tournament, guys. And they are just saying, they are just so happy. That was some great Dota coming out of Mineski, and GG is going to be called. And that means I don't have to endure these spikes any longer, guys. So, fantastic stuff. Mineski proving that they are the team to beat, and going to be interesting if they can bring this forward into the second Gigabyte tournament, which will be next month, where we'll be giving away more Gigabyte hardware, as well as more Dota 2 beta keys. No more giveaways for tonight, but we will have a bit of a wrap-up later on, as we do conclude everything that's happened, and talk a bit about our champions here, Mineski. Anyways, guys, I'm going to take a... Actually, no, I'm not even going to take a break, man. I'm just going to keep on talking. That is the end of today's coverage of the GEST IDC, the Gigabyte Esports Tournament International Dota Cup. Mineski winning the Grand Finals with a 2-0 win over StarsBoba, although one of those wins was simply because they came from the winner bracket. StarsBoba put up a tough fight. They made it all the way through the losers bracket, and also through a very tough group. They had G7, they had MYM, and they had Execration, another Filipino team who are very tough to beat in their group, so it was a tough group for them, and StarsBoba won their group, made it through the lose bracket, and end up with second place, guys. So for those of you wondering what is going on, what is this tournament, check it out over on GoDz. We're your official partners for this tournament. Huge shout out to everyone who has helped me throughout the last 2 days. Everyone at GoDz, everyone from Gigabyte, as well as the Cyber Games Network, who has helped me find these games, talk with these teams. Huge thanks for the teams for providing some awesome, epic games. And that was a great way to end off the night, as Mineski just put on a bit of a show for everyone. That was, especially Jay there, he just put on a show, and that was fantastic to watch. Rampage for him. And Mineski,